Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 8 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 8 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter linear equation. The lessons begin. Let's just start with the lesson that is find the slope of a graph. Let's just start with the first lesson. Look at the graph. What is so we are given the graph? We need to find the slope of the graph. So how do we find? We need to find 2 points on this graph on the line. Then we need to calculate the slope. The slope is chain in y divided by chain in x. So let's just select any 2 points on the graph. For example, the first point is x is 40, y is 20. Here is the first point. Then x is 50, y is 50. Here is another, right? Use these 2 points and find the slope. The slope is chain in y divided by chain in x. You need to calculate the chain in y. So the first coordinate is x1, y1. The second one is x2, y2. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, that is 30 over 10. So the slope is 3. Let's just start with the test questions. At this graph, let's just calculate the slope of the graph. Just select any 2 points on the graph. Here is the first one. X is 0, y is 30, right? And here is the other one. Here is the first one. X is 0, y is 30. I'm not your friend. You can call me teacher. Here is the second point. The coordinates of this point are 20 and 40. X is 20, y is 40. So you can calculate the slope by changing y 40 minus 30 divided by 20 minus 0. That is 10 over 20 or 1 by 2. So the slope of this graph is 1 by 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 1 by 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Look at this graph. What is the slope? So just select any 2 points on the line and you can calculate the slope. So here is the first one. X is 40, Y is 0. And here is the second one. X is 60 and Y is 30. So calculate the slope, that is change in Y 30 minus 0 and change in X 60 minus 40, right? So that is 30 divided by 20, or that equals 3 over 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 3 by 2. That is 3 by 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Look at this graph. So we have another way to calculate the slope. Let me just tell you another way. Just select any 2 points on this graph. Here is the first one and here is the second one. Just make a line on the other side and make a triangle. This is the change in y, right? One, two, three squares. And this is change in x, just one square. So the slope is 3 over 1. The slope is that you don't have to do the calculation this way. You just have to select 2 points, make a triangle. So the change in y is 3 and change in x is 1. So that is 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct. Look at this graph. So the slope is 1 over 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. Look at the graph. So here is the first point. I think the slope is 5. And here is the second. So that is 5 over 1. So the slope is 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself a little bit. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is find the slope from 2 points. Let's just start with the lesson. Find the slope of the line that passes through the point. The point is 4, 6, and 7 point. So you need to calculate the slope. That is change in y divided by change in x. So that is 5 minus 6 divided by 7 minus 4. 5 minus 6 is negative 1. Negative 1 over 3. The slope is negative 1 over 3. Let's just start with the test questions. Find the slope of the line that passes through the 1, 4, and 3, 7. So 7 minus 4 divided by 3 minus 1. 7 minus 4 is 3 and 3 minus 1 is 2. So the slope is 3 over 2. The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option. That is 3 by. Find the slope of the line that passes through 10, 10, and 3, 1. So the slope is m equals 10 and y, that is 1 minus 10 divided by 3 minus 10. So that is negative 9 over negative 7. So 9 over 7 it is. That is 9 over 7. The correct option is 9 by 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Find the slope of the line that passes through 9, 2, and 6, 9. That is negative 7 over 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Find the slope of the line that passes through 4, 9, and 6, 6. That is negative 3 by 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Find the slope of the line that passes through 2, 5, and 7, 2. That is negative 3 by 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. Find the slope of the line that passes through 5, 4, and 10, 7. That is 3 by 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Find the slope of the line that passes through 8, 9, and 6, 10. So, which is the correct option? That is negative 1 by 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Find the slope of the line that passes through 10, 1 and 3, 7. So which is the correct option? That is negative 6 by 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move the next lesson. The next lesson is find the missing. When to use the signs? Which signs? Find the missing coordinate using slope. When you subtract a smaller number out of the greater one, like when you do 1 minus 4, that is negative 3. These are the signs like this. When you're subtracting a smaller number out of the greater one, you have to put a negative sign with them. These signs are when I am subtracting a smaller number out of the greater one. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. A line with a slope of 0 passes through the point 5g and negative 10, negative 8. What is the value of g? So you are given the slope is 0, right? And the points are 5, 6, and negative 10, 8. So m equals negative 8 minus g divided by negative 10 minus 5. The slope is 0. Replace the m with 0. The slope is 0, so replace m with 0. 0 equals negative 8 minus g and negative 15 it is. So when you multiply negative 15 to 0, that would be 0. We are left with 0 equals negative 8 minus g. So negative g is 8 and g equals negative 8. So option number 1 is the correct option, that is g equals negative 8. Option number 1 is the correct option, g equals negative 8. A line with a slope of 4 passes through the point 8v and 6, 2. What is the value of v? 4 equals 2 minus v divided by 6 minus 8. 12 equals 2 minus v divided by negative 2. Negative 8 equals 2 minus v. Minus v equals negative 8 minus 2. Negative 10 equals negative 3. So v equals 10. The correct option is option number 3. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is V equals 10. A line that includes the point 1 u and 2 4 has a slope of 10. What is the value of u? Ten equals 4 minus u divided by 2 minus 1. 4 minus u equals 10. Negative u is 10 minus 4. So u equals negative 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is u equals minus 6. The point 6 f and 7 negative 8 follow a line with a slope of negative 7. What is the slope of f? Negative 8 minus f divided by 7 minus 6. That equals negative 7. Negative 8 minus f equals negative 7. Negative x equals negative 7 plus 8. So f equals negative 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. A line has a slope of 1 and includes the point negative 8, 8, negative 10, 8. What is the value of a? We're given the slope, we need to find the value of a. 8 minus 8, negative 10 plus 8, the slope is 1. So 8 minus 8 divided by negative 3 is 1. 8 minus a is negative 2. Negative a is negative 2 minus 8. Negative a is negative 10. So a equals 10. The correct option is a equals 10. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is a equals 10. The next lesson is that is find the slope of an equation. Find the slope of the line y equals 2 by 3x minus 7 over 6. So the slope is 2 by 3. The equation is y equals mx plus b. So m equals 2 by 3. Let's just start with the test questions. Find the slope of the line y equals negative 6 by 5x minus 2. So which is the correct option? So the slope equals negative 6 by 5. Option number one is the correct. Basically, you need to compare this equation with y equals mx plus b. M is the slope. The coefficient of x is the slope. So m equals negative 6 by 5. Option number one is the correct option. That is negative 6 by 5. Find the slope of the line y equals negative 1 by 3x minus 1. Negative 1 by 3. Option number one is the correct option. The slope is negative 1 by 3. M equals negative 1 by 3. Find the slope of the line y equals 1 by 7x minus 5 by 6. M equals 1 by 7. Option number two is the correct option. That is 1 over 7. Find the slope of the line y equals 2 by x minus 3 by 2. So which is the correct option? The slope is 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Find the slope of the line y equals 2 by 3x minus 7 over 6. So which is the correct option? That is m equals 2 by 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Find the slope of the line y equals negative 7 over 3x plus 7 over 2. The slope is negative 7 over 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 8 math. The chapter we were working on is linear equations. The lessons we have covered today are find the slope of a graph, find the slope from 2 points, find a missing coordinate using slope, and find the slope of an equation. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box and here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have it. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.